From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, this is Huntsville High School Lady Hornets basketball. It's time for the Lady Hornets pregame show. Now let's head down to the floor with the voice of Lady Hornets basketball, Colin Neal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Live from the Paul Bohan Gym here in Huntsville, Texas, the gateway to the East Texas Piney Woods District Opener is tonight. The Huntsville Lady Hornets will be going up against the Lufkin Lady Pack here tonight to begin district opener. We just got finished with senior night festivities here, celebrating the 4 seniors on the team, which are the McGowan twins and Thania McGowan, Janavia Gage, and Brianna McNeil. We wish them all the best in the future as they begin this district part of the season here in Huntsville, Texas. A lot to get into, a lot of pressure going into this one. You obviously want to start off on the right foot because your record, folks, now is 0-0. What happened in non-district does not matter. As you know, the Lady Hornets went 5-17 overall in non-district. Not what you wanted, but it's good to get that experience in there and to go ahead and get going, as Coach Bennett and I talked about in our pregame interview, which will be in just a few minutes. She goes more into depth with that. Start for the Lady Hornets for last season. Just to recap real quick, they won the by-district against Hallsville, but then got eliminated in the area round against Highland Park. Not what you wanted, of course. You obviously wanted to go a bit further, but this year seems like a good chance to do it. I mean, despite the bad record in non-district, there are a lot of bright spots on this team. I mean, you got players like Mahia Twine, the floor general here for the Lady Hornets, can showcase some really good ball handling skills, can shoot the 3-ball, and can drive inside and draw the foul and also shoot the free throw really nicely. And then you got Janavia Gage, the senior, the 6'3" senior center. She can go in there. She can fight for the rebounds, get the buckets, and just is a really hard-nosed center down in the paint. And also you got others like the McGowan twins, Thania and Thania, that nice defense that they can showcase in there as well. And that is one thing that Coach Bennett really wants for these girls to showcase is good defense. The offense is one thing, but in the end, defense wins you championships. Over on the Lufkin Lady Pack side, they got some really good players as well. They have some good players like Taylor Miles, the junior center, Mallory Pinner, the freshman guard, Alicia Scott, the senior guard, and Courtney Morgan, the captain for the Lady Pack guard and forward senior as well. So look out for Morgan and Scott as well because they are labeled as the 2 captains according to maxpreps.com. And we're about 7.5 minutes away from tip-off. We are now going to go ahead and step aside, take a break. I had a chance to catch up with Coach Bennett before the game, talk a little bit about not only this game, but for senior night for the 4 seniors on this team. We're going to step aside, take a break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Live from Paul Bohan Gym from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
Colin Neal here with head coach Toya Bennett for pregame before tonight's district opener. Coach, it was a rough non-district 5-17, but it's a whole new season now. What have you been telling your girls heading into district?
Well, the non-district schedule was a tough one. We played mostly top 25 teams in the state, which did make it, a hard road, especially for our young kids coming in who don't have as much varsity experience. But I tell them to practice hard every day, and for a lot of coaches, I'm sure they probably have to beg their kids to get the job done, but our kids came in with excitement. They worked hard every day, regardless of what the record looked like, and I think it's going to show today.
And you're facing the Lufkin Lady Pack. Y'all split the season series with them last year. What's the mindset going into it to try to, this time around, sweep the season series?
Well, over the last 5 years that I've been here as head coach, Lufkin's always been a good, hard-fought battle, rivalry game for us. So I expect for it to be up-tempo. I expect for them to bring their best ball game. But I expect for my girls to take care of the things that we do well so that we can execute and win the ball game.
And like you said, Lufkin's been one of those teams that, it's got to win every single battle. What are your keys going into this game?
Enthusiasm, hard work, hustle, and fight to the very end. That's what I tell my girls every day, and also mindset. It's a big thing for us with us being so young.
And I overheard you in right as practice ended. You said this is the first and last district opener for some of these girls. It's Thania McGowan, Thania McGowan, and Janavia Gage. And could you go more into that?
Well, I'll go over. I got 4 of them, and Brianna McNeil.
Oh, Brianna McNeil.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'll tell you for Brianna and for Janavia, I've had them all 4 years. I've known those girls since they've been in junior high, and it's been one heck of a road, especially with Janavia because she's been on varsity since the second half of her freshman year. And I think that she's executed and she's grown so much over the last 4 years, and I can only expect the best from her, as she moves on, and hopefully she'll secure a college deal here pretty soon. We're waiting to see. For Brianna, her wishes are to go to Sam Houston State University, and I'm just, I'm elated for her for that because I'm an alumni. And I think she's going to do well here in the future. And for the twins, Thania and Thania, those girls are looking forward to going over to the Piney Woods to SFA. And they've been huge for me defensively. They're a joy to have. They don't talk a whole lot, but they've been a joy to have in the program because they keep me laughing, but in a quiet way. Each one of my seniors, they bring so much to the program. And I'm just hoping that in the near future, they'll come back and they'll be able to celebrate as alumni, but also as district champions, knowing that in their senior year they were able to secure it.
Well, thanks a lot, Coach. It's in season right now, but it's a whole nother chapter to this season. Hopefully, you can start out with the win here. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
This is Colin Neal with Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball coming up next here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
That was Coach Bennett on the pregame interview, and we are about to just about 2 minutes away from tip-off here in the Paul Bowen gym. The teams are now starting to gather up. Huntsville is heading to their bench, and the Lufkin Lady Pack are still doing their shoot-arounds here. But as Coach Bennett talked about, this is a very important game, not just for the season, but also for the 4 seniors here. And just hope to get the Lady Hornets get off to a win. But to get off to the win, here are a couple of keys to the game. Here, I think here's what they need to do. They need to finish in the paint. They need to finish those opportunities. And they've been shooting the 3-ball a lot more this season, but they need to finish in the paint first before they even think about the 3-point line. So if they can finish on the inside, they can open up those opportunities along the 3-point arc. They can execute really, really well out there whenever the opportunity comes. And secondly, just play defense. Keep it simple. Once you get those defensive plays right there, get those turnovers, get points off of those turnovers. That is going to be very important here to execute the game plan. Starting lineups will be coming up here shortly. Don't have those yet, but we will get those to you as soon as I get them right over here. Just about a couple seconds away from National Anthem. And so let's hope that the Lady Hornets can start off with a win here. Again, getting eliminated in the area around last season against Highland Park. and the Lady Hornets just hope to not win district convincingly and also move on further in the playoffs. Waiting here as Huntsville is breaking off from their bench, heading to the left side of the court here, getting ready for the national anthem proceedings in about a couple of seconds here. You're just joining us. We are live from Paul Bohan Gym here in Huntsville, Texas, where the Huntsville Lady Hornets will be facing off against the Lufkin Lady Pack for the district opener, as we will now head to public address announcer Jeff Dunn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paul Bohan Gym in Huntsville High School. Tonight, we have a matchup between the Lufkin Lady Panthers and our very own Huntsville Lady Hornets. We want to remind our fans that here in Huntsville High School, we promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting your student athletes and officials in a positive manner, preventing derogatory comments or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem. That is the end of the pregame show here at the Paul Bohan Gym. Tip-off is the next. Your Huntsville Lady Hornets tip-off against the Lufkin Lady Pack to begin district play in just a few moments. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
This has been the Lady Hornet Basketball pregame show. Get ready, Hornet Nation. Tip-off is next.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
Look at Kraft with the underneath look. Hallsville running out of time on their season. It's no good, and the Lady Hornets advance. Kraft will put this one up. What a shot! Timeout, Highland Park.
The following is a KSAM Sports presentation on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to feel the sting. It's time once again for Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball. Now let's head courtside and join the voice of Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball, Colin Neal.
And we are here live in Huntsville, Texas, in the Paul Bohan Gym. Tip-off in just a few minutes. Thank you for tuning in here on SHN Sports for Huntsville Lady Hornets basketball. And folks, you can feel it here in the buildings. People are piling in, and this is definitely feels like a bit of a playoff atmosphere, if I may say so myself, because you want to start off well here. And let's hope that the Lady Hornets get off to a win. You're starting lineups real quick for the Lufkin Lady Pack is Akira Muhammad, point guard senior, Courtney Morgan, Alicia Scott, and Michaela Young, along with Miranda Fontenette. As Lady Hornets win the tip-off here to get underway, we'll have the starting lineup for the Lady Hornets next to the ball. Murphy passes it to Mejia. Mejia passes it back to Murphy. And it's turned over right there. That's Fontenette for the Lufkin Lady Pack. Goes up for the layup, and that's good. And the Lady Pack get the first points on the board. Hornets trying to find a way to respond here. Got to respond here quickly. McGowan passes it outside to Murphy. Howard passes it to McGowan. Tanaya McGowan passes it back to Howard. Howard inside to Gage. Gage outside of Mejia. Mejia puts up the jumper. No good as it bounces off the glass. Rebound goes to Fontenette. Fontenette driving back, but it is stolen right there by Markaya Sweat. Passes it to Howard. Howard has some options 2-on-1. Puts a shot. Fouled right there, and she'll go to the line for two. For the Lady Hornets, their starting lineup is as follows. It's Markaya Sweat, number 1, the junior forward. Aquarius Howard at the free throw line gets the first free throw along with Janavia Gage, Mejia Twine, and Thayana McGowan. That is your starting lineup to start out this district opener for your Huntsville Lady Hornets. Howard puts up the second shot. That doesn't go. So she gets 1 out of 2, but the Lady Hornets get the rebound. Mejia Twine passes off to Howard. Howard trying to find some options. The Lady Pack not giving her much. Passes it off to Twine. Twine back to Howard. Howard puts up the 3. Too strong, but then we got an off-ball foul. Going to be on Gage. The Lady Hornets' first foul of the game, or at least a shooting foul. All right. Howard will go back to the line this time for 3. First shot, good, and the Hornets tie it up. It's 2-2 now with 6:33 left in the first quarter. Howard's second shot rolls in and out. Still tied up. Howard sets up for her third shot. And that one also rattles in and out. Rebounded by Michaela Young. Passes it outside to Scott. Scott's trying to find her way around. Full court press for the Lady Hornets. Loses it, and that is timeout for the Lady Pack, and it is going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Some nice defense right there. McGowan was in on it, forced Scott to lose the ball right there, and Coach Lamb for the Lady Pack had no choice but to call a timeout. And that is what the Lady Hornets need to do right here, to force those turnovers and get points off of them. Can't let the Lady Pack get inside too, as it's going to be Akira Muhammad, the senior point guard, Throwing it outside to Courtney Morgan. Morgan, the senior, drives to the outside, drives on the baseline against Janavia Gage, and that is going to be a foul. As it was on the shot, she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Crowd starting to pack in here for the Lady Hornets. You can feel the tension here. Morgan's first shot goes in as the Lady Pack will now retake the lead 3-2 with 6:14 left in the first quarter. Substitution, Chelsea Butler now comes in for the Lady Hornets for Janavia Gage. Second free throw goes in, 2 for 2 at the free throw line, 4-2 now, Lady Pack against the Lady Hornets. Howard taking the ball up, passes it to Twine. Being double teamed, a little bit of zone defense. Sweat, nice drive in there under the baseline, puts it back even now. Some good work inside the paint as Scott dribbles it up the court, passes it off to Fontanet. Fontanet, step back jumper, air balls at Twine with the rebound. Bearcats, the Lady Hornets have a chance to take the lead. It's an off-ball foul. Looks like it's going to be on Morgan, tussling with Butler near the block. Lady Hornets have yet to take a lead here in this game. They have a chance here right now with it tied up 4-4, 5:42 left. Twine passes it to Sweats. Howard has it at the top of the key, passes it to Twine. Twine back to Howard for the 3. A little bit to the left. Butler, though, gets the rebound, trying to find the outside, cannot get it. There's a struggle for the ball, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow, though, goes to the Lady Pack. Butler did well to fight for that offensive rebound, but she had a whole bunch of Lady Pack players around her. Scott dribbles it up, guarded by Sweat. Sweat stay in front of her, and it's going to be a 5-second violation. It'll be Lady Hornet ball. Good job there by the Lady Hornet defense to not give Scott a lot of options that forced that 5-second violation, as Howard now dribbles it up the court. It's a Sweat loses the ball, tipped there by Fontanet. Fontanet passes it up, and bodies fall on the floor, and that is going to be a traveling violation there by Alicia Scott of the Lady Pack. Huntsville get the ball back. We've got some substitution. Janavia Gage comes back into the ball game for Markiah Sweat. Twine dribbles the ball up court for the Lady Hornets to Howard. Twine passes it inside to Liviana Wynn, who just checked in the game as well. Lady Pack on the fast break, puts up the shot, good there for Courtney Morgan. 6-4 now Lady Pack. Huntsville struggling to take the lead here. Howard passes it to Twine. Howard back to Twine again. A little bit back and forth here. Howard drives inside, puts up the shot. It looked like it was blocked right there, and yes, it was. And that is going to be Lady Pack ball. Looked like the block right there was Michaela Young. 4:22 left, 6-4 still. Lady Pack over the Lady Hornets. Scott dribbles up, passes it to Morgan. Morgan driving inside, and that is going to be it's going to be a blocking foul against Wynn. It's going to be 2 free throws since it was on the shot. For Huntsville, that is only their second foul of this first quarter. First free throw for Morgan is no good. Substitutions now, it's going to be Jaslyn Hill coming in for Howard. Jaslyn Hill, the freshman point guard. Second free throw is up, and that one is good. 7-4 now for the Lady Pack. Twine takes it up the court as the Lady Pack prepare to make some substitutions of their own. Passes it to Hill. Hill to Twine. Twine thought about Gage at the corner. Inside to Butler, and that one is no good. Hustled there for win, but it is to no avail as it's out of bounds. Coming out for the Lady Pack are Young and Fontenette, and in are Aaliyah Maxey. And it looks like Nia Murphy is in as well. Butler and Wynn come off for the Lady Hornets. Sweat and Thania McGowan are in the game. Passes it up to Maxey. Maxey, no good on the layup. Rebound there by Hill. Hill go up the court to Twine. Twine, 2-on-1. Struggles a little bit outside to Hill. Hill inside the Sweat. Gage on the paint. Trying to find options. Trying to pass it outside to Twine. Does just barely. It was tipped right there by Murphy. Thania McGowan on the wing. To Twine for three. She got it. Banks it in there right there to tie it up 7-7. Lady Hornets looking to hold the Lady Pack right here to possibly take the lead. Layup inside is good right there for Alicia Scott. 9-7 right now, approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter, and there's going to be a timeout, 30 seconds for the Lady Hornets. Coach Bennett wants to talk things over. Looks like trying to go over what their positions should be in their assignments there on defense. So we're going to keep it right here. A lot of back and forth. The Lady Hornets would tie the game here, but they just can't seem to find a way to take the lead. And even when they would get a turnover, and they can't seem to score points off of those turnovers. If they want to get a win here tonight and start district play off, they need to get the win right here. They need to start scoring points off of those turnovers. Lady Hornets will inbound here. It'll be Hill on the inbound. And it looks like, freshman Chloe Sanders will be coming in for Thania McGowan. Sanders, the freshman guard. Twine gets the ball from Hill. Guarded there by Trinity Maxey. Hill back to Twine. Twine to the corner for Sanders for three, and that just rolls out. Fight for the rebound. Some volleyball action goes out of bounds, and it looks like the Lady Pack does have it. Miranda Fontenelle on the rebound. Up the court goes Scott. Scott against Sweat. Passes it inside to Murphy. Foul, nope, it's a double dribble, and that'll be Lady Hornet ball. 2:32 left, 9-7 Lady Pack against the Lady Hornets. Twine will take it up the court. Guarded by Morgan. A little bit of zone defense going on here for the Lady Pack. Hill passes it back to Twine. Looks like they're trying to find the inside to Gage. Twine passes it outside to Sanders. Sanders inside to Sweat, and that is going to be a foul right there, reaching by Nia Murphy. 14th foul for the Lady Pack. Miranda Fontenette checks out. Aaliyah Maxey comes in for the Lady Pack. Gage gets the ball off the inbound pass, drives inside, layup, and it just does not go in. Rebound right there by the Lady Pack. Outside to Morgan. Sweat catches it up to her. Morgan drives in, layup, bounces off the back of the iron. Gage with the rebound, driving up court against Scott. Dribbles around her, and that is going to be a reach and foul right there. And it's going to be the bonus right now for the Lady Hornets. And, nope, it is not the bonus. Excuse me, that is not the bonus. Not just quite yet. It's 5 fouls, though, for the Lady Pack, so the Lady Hornets doing a good job drawing those fouls. Howard just checked back in for the Lady Hornets. Sanders inside to Gage. Gage trying to find Sanders again. Sanders to Twine at the top of the key. Howard to Twine to Sanders. Sanders for corner 3. Air balls it right to Aaliyah Maxey. Maxey passes it off to Lisa Scott, guarded by Sweat. Sweat doing a good job staying in front of her. Goes up for the shot. No good, but it is going to be a foul on Sweat. And Scott is going to go to the line to shoot 2. 13 foul for the Hornets. And, they're not going to call it. They're going to call the foul before the shot, so it is going to be an inbound for the Lady Pack. Morgan passes it out, doesn't find anybody, but Scott is there to recover it, guarded by Twine. Passes it off to Maxey. Maxey to Maxey, the Twins. And that's going to be a foul right there. Nope, it's going to be out of it's going to be out of bounds there by the Lady Pack. Twine needs her time to tie her shoe. Markiah Sweat now checks out. Coming in for her is Thania McGowan, the other half of the McGowan twins. Sanders in the corner, passes it back to Howard. Howard to Twine up top for the 3. It just bounces out of the rim. Gage with the rebound, and she is fouled right there. Good job there by Gage to get the offensive rebound, draw the foul. She will go to the line to shoot 2. That is now a whopping 16 fouls for the Lady Pack. 9-7 with 41 seconds left in this first quarter. Gage's first free throw goes in. 9-8 Lady Pack. Gage has a chance to tie it up right here. Gage's second shot goes in, and the Bearcats once again tie it up in the first quarter. It's 9-9. Full court press for the Lady Hornets. Driving in, passes it outside to Scott. Scott for 3, and that is an air ball. Fight for the offensive rebound, and it is going to be off of a Hornet. Couldn't see who was off of. It was probably Sanders down there fighting for it. And it's going to be Lady Pack ball still, 29 seconds left. Muhammad passes it out to Morgan. Morgan layup, no good. Good defense there by McGowan. Gage with the rebound. Gage driving up court, 23 seconds left. Gage loses the ball, and it is going to be out of bounds by Gage, and it'll be Lady Pack ball. Muhammad will inbound the ball. Bearcats playing that full court press, out of bounds, and that is going to be Lady Hornet ball. Good defense right there by Twine to get the Lady Hornets the ball back with 17.8 seconds left on the clock. Jaslyn Hill checks back in for Chloe Sanders, who will go to the bench. Twine inbounds it to Hill. Hill to Twine. Twine thought about the 3, passes it back to Hill. Thania McGowan in the corner with 7 seconds left. Got to get a shot up right here. Twine, shot and bounces off the backboard, no good, and the buzzer sounds off, and that is the end of the first quarter. All knotted up here, 9-9. Lady Hornets and the Lady Pack going up against each other ferociously. We'll be back in a moment for the second quarter from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Vilfic Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
We are back here at the Paul Bohan Gym here in Huntsville, Texas. The Huntsville Lady Hornets are all knotted up against the Lady Pack 9-9 as we begin the second quarter. Twine guarded by Muhammad. Passes it back to Howard. Howard back to Twine. Sweat in the corner for the jumper, no good. Gage with the offensive rebound is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Coach Bennett trying to relay instructions before Gage goes to the free throw line. Gage has done a good job so far of getting those offensive rebounds and drawing those fouls when she goes up for the shot. First free throw is good, and this is the first lead of the game for the Lady Hornets. See if she can extend the lead to two right here. Second free throw goes in nicely. Nothing but net right there as the Lady Pack drive up the court. Muhammad against Sweat. Gets past Sweat. Goes up for the shot. Is no good, but it's fouled right there by, looks like it's on by Howard right there. And she'll go to the line to shoot two. Or they're not going to call it on the shot. It's going to be a reach and foul instead, as the Wolfpack will now inbound it. Morgan to Muhammad. Muhammad back to Morgan. From the free throw line is good off the backboard, and it's all tied up again. It's 11-11 now, 7:25 left in this second quarter. Howard against Muhammad. Throws it back to Twine. Twine tries to drive inside, and is going to be a reach and foul there by Scott. Lady Hornets will inbound it here, or it's going to go to the line to shoot two, as they are in the bonus now. Twine's first free throw does not go in, and it's going to be a nice rebound right there. Stolen off by Twine. Nice reach-in right there. Back to Howard at the top. Back to Twine. Trying to find some options here to Thania McGowan. McGowan passes it back to Howard. Some pass around the three-point arc. McGowan drives in, passes out to Sweat. Sweat gets the ball poked away. Twine goes up for the layup and is fouled right there by, looks like it's Scott on the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Wolfpack, Lady Pack, excuse me, ready to make some substitution, as well as the Lady Hornets. First free throw is no good. Still tied 11-11. Substitutions now coming in. Miranda Fontenette coming in for Aaliyah Maxey. Thania McGowan and Micaiah Sweat coming out. It's Chelsea Butler and Jaslyn Hill coming in for the Lady Hornets. Twine's second attempt is good. Lady Hornets take the lead back 12-11 with 6:42 left in the second quarter. Scott will take it up for the Lady Pack. Guarded by Twine, passes it off to Young. Young drives in against Butler. Butler doing a good job to stay in front of her. Passes it off to Scott. Scott with the floater goes in, and the Lady Pack will take the lead 13-12. Howard passes off to Twine. Lady Hornets trying to find an open look right here. Some miscommunication right there, and it is stolen right there by Fontenette of the Lady Pack. Driving inside, passes it off to Muhammad. Muhammad passes it outside to Scott. Scott for the three. And that is off the side of the backboard. Good defense by Twine as she grabs the rebound, is driving inside, one-on-one, throws up the layup, doesn't go in. Butler with the rebound, does not go in, and it is going to be a rebound, loose ball, and that is going to be off of the Lady Pack, and the Lady Hornets will still have the ball. Looks like two Lady Pack players were fighting for the ball right there, and it just ended up out of bounds. Twine will inbound the ball. Throws it up there for Butler, and it's not going to work out as Muhammad is driving it up for the Lady Pack. Loses the ball a little bit. Young thought about the three, but passes it off to Scott. Scott in there to, looks like, yep, that's Fontenette, and there's going to be a reach-in foul by Butler. 15th foul for the Lady Hornets. Lady Pack not in the bonus yet. They'll inbound it, and that'll be Morgan. Morgan throws it off to Young. Guarded by Butler, drives inside, and that is a layup right there. 15-12 for the Lady Pack. Huntsville trying to find some points here. Twine passes it to the corner to Hill. Hill drives inside along the baseline floater, but she has missed, but it's fouled. And she will go to the line to shoot two. Foul looked to be on Young. That is now 10 team fouls for the Lady Pack. Hill's first shot goes in. Butler now checks out for Oliviana Wynn, it's actually her birthday today. So it's not only district opener, senior night, it's also Wynn's birthday. So happy birthday to her as the second free throw does not go in. 15-13, Lady Pack. Scott will drive up the court against Twine. Twine not giving her enough room to operate. Scott passes it off to Muhammad. Muhammad passes back to Scott for the left wing three. Goes off the backboard, no good. Gage with the rebound. Gage couldn't find anything on the fast break. Passes it back to Twine. Twine to Howard. Howard across court to Hill. Hill trying to find Wynn, but goes out of bounds instead. Lady Pack ball. And Scott right here for the Lady Pack taking it up against Twine. For the three, no good as that is airballed. Lady Hornets trying to tie it up once again here or take the lead with the three. And that ball gets away from Twine as Howard tried to get it off to her, but it goes out of bounds. Huntsville now back in the four-court press. Young receives the inbound pass from Morgan. Morgan gets the ball back from Young. Guarded by Wynn. Morgan drives inside, and that is going to be looks like a push-off foul, and that is going to be, looks like it went up against Howard right there. Sanaya McGowan now checks in for Howard. Scott receives the inbound pass. Guarded by Hill. Dribbles outside, tries to pass it to Fontenette, but it goes off her hands. Out of bounds, Lady Hornets ball. 3:45 left in the second quarter, 15-13. Lady Pack still up front. Huntsville trying to find a way to tie it up. Twine passes it to Hill, and it's get poked right there by Fontenette. Lady Pack forces another turnover. Morgan pushing up court, trying to find Scott right there in the corner, but Scott instead goes in to the paint. A little bit of a miscommunication right there. Checking in for the Lady Hornets will be Chloe Sanders, and Markiah Sweat coming out is Oliviana Wynn and Chelsea Butler. Hill passes off to Sweat. Twine in the corner. Up to Hill. Thought about the three, but passes out to Sanders instead for the three. Bounces off the backboard. Rebound Sweat, and she puts it back in. 15-15 with 2:56 left in the second quarter. Full court press for the Lady Hornets, and that forces a turnover. Sanders with the ball, passes it to Twine. Twine for the layup, and that is going to be a blocking foul on the shot. She will go to the line to shoot two. Lady Hornets will now have the chance to take the lead off of Twine's free throws. Some good defense right there displayed. Sanders with the takeaway, forcing the Lady Pats to get back on that fast break, causing a foul. Twine's first free throw goes in, 16-15. Lady Hornets. Twine's second free throw bounces off the back hour. Rebound by Gage. Gage spins, tries to put that shot, and she is fouled. Wow, the Lady Hornets doing a good job of getting inside and drawing fouls to go to the free throw line, and Gage will go to the line to shoot two. 2:44 left, 16-15, Lady Hornets. Gage's first free throw bounces off the front of the rim. Still a 1-point game. Gage's second free throw bounces and it goes in. 17-15. Lady Hornets still going with the full court press. Morgan gets past half court, trying to drive inside, pushes off Sweats, finds Scott at the top of the key. Scott with the floater, and it goes in. It's all tied up once again. 17-17, 2:25 left in the second quarter. Howard with the ball, guarded by Muhammad. To Twine for the three. Bounces off the back of the iron. Sweat able to get the offensive rebound. Hill to Sweat. Sweat inside the Gage. Hill for three. Got it! 20-17 now for the Lady Hornets. Still going with the full court press. Twine and Hill had Scott trapped in there, but able to get past Young. Passes out to Muhammad for the layup. Goes in. 20-19. 1:40 left in the second quarter. Howard passes it off to Sweat. Sweat to Sanders. Sanders passes it back to Hill. Hill back to Sanders. Sanders for three. No good as it only touches the net. Twine got the rebound though. Drives inside. Passes out to Sweat. Sweat trying to get the ball, but steps out of bounds as she was trying to save it. It'll be Lady Pack ball. Substitution now for the Lady Hornets. Janavia Gage comes out. Aquarius Howard comes in. Chelsea Butler also comes in for the Lady Hornets for Markiah Sweat. Lady Hornets sticking to that four-court defense. As it's broken up this time as Muhammad tries to drive in. Twine doesn't let her go anywhere. To Scott. Scott tries to go inside to Fontenette, but it is broken up there by Twine. Twine bringing it up the court against Scott to Howard. Hill calling it in the corner for the three, and she got it. Nothing but net. Hill makes it 23-19 with 40 seconds left. Lady Pack trying to drive up the court. Loses the ball. There is, looks like it was Morgan inside to Fontenette. No good. Rebound Sanders to Hill. Hornets can take their time for the last shot here with 25 seconds left. Coach Bennett barking out instructions. Hill driving inside Sanders for the three, and it is going to be a travel instead. It'll be Lady Pack ball with 14.7 left. Substitutions now for the Lady Pack. Mallory Pinner, the freshman guard, comes in along with Nia Murphy for Scott and Muhammad respectively. Also coming in for the Lady Hornets will be Thania McGowan for Chloe Sanders. Maya Lane also checked in, takes it up the court. To Young. Young trying to find a shot. 3 seconds left. Passes it off to Lane. There is no shot, and there will be no final shot there for the Lady Pack. That is the end of the first half. 23-19. Lady Hornets able to finally take the lead and hold on to it up until the end of the first half. Coming up next will be the Bill Fick Ford halftime report. Stay here, folks. Got a lot to unpack here for that first half. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, this is the Lady Hornets halftime show, brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. With analysis of the first half, let's return courtside with Colin Neal.
Welcome, everyone, to the Bill Fick Ford halftime report. And, wow, just a crazy first half, just a lot of back and forth. Your Lady Hornets are up 23-19 against the Lufkin Lady Pack. A lot to uncover, and to help me uncover a lot of that will be a familiar voice. A lot of people, recognize your voice pretty easily. I mean, you don't even have to say it, your name sometimes. I mean, yep, I know that person. Carlos Zimmerman joining me. Carlos, how are you doing today?
Doing good, man.
Yeah, well, a lot to unpack. That was a crazy first half.
Yeah, it is a crazy first half. I mean, these are two teams that have matched up against each other
in district for even beyond whenever I first started doing this. So you got to think that both of these coaches, they're definitely, I mean, you got Lufkin. They didn't even go back to their locker room. They're just chilling out here. Of course, head coach LaToya Bennett's talking things over with her girls. Obviously not an ideal first half for either side. I mean, with girls basketball, there's a lot more turnovers than you're used to seeing, but you got to find ways to clean that stuff up, and I think the Lady Hornets started to find that little bit of a kick there, and this would be good, be able to get a win against Lufkin, because the last time that the Huntsville Lady Hornets faced Lufkin, you lost at their place, and that ended a perfect run in the district play as well, so you got to think the Lady Hornets, they're in good shape right now, still a lot of work to do.
And of course, there are going to be turnovers no matter what. No team is ever perfect, but the key would be to score points off of those turnovers. And even when the Lady Hornets would not score points, they would still be there with that full court press, just pressuring the Lady Pack, but they need to score points off of those turnovers.
You know, I do a lot of comparisons between, Huntsville and then with Sam Houston in the styles of coaching. Head coach LaToya Bennett is a lot like head coach Jason Hooten for the Sam Houston Bearcat men's basketball team. Very defensive-minded, not willing to back down from any opposing team that comes at you. They're going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at you. And that's the kind of defense she brings. I mean, even if you're up by 6, you need to put more pressure. I mean, in this case, you're up by 4. You still got to put some more pressure on Lufkin, make them play through you. That's the key for head coach LaToya Bennett.
And a couple of players, though, for Bennett that have done pretty good. Janavia Gage, I mean, she has done really well to not only get those offensive rebounds, but also drawing those fouls on the inside when she can't make the shot. I mean, just talked about her a little bit.
I mean, Janavia, I've watched her for this is now the 3rd season I've gotten to see her play, and she has just slowly developed into just an incredible big underneath. At first, it used to be she would just grab the ball underneath on the offensive side of the ball. She would just turn around and jump it up. She now finally puts the ball on the ground and then turns to the basket and then puts it up. And that's the way you got to do it. But that's just a testament to how much this coaching staff believes in a player like Janavia Gage. And honestly, I haven't seen the other side of the district in Kingwood Park, Dayton, and Porter, but in the terms of Lufkin and Nacogdoches and the teams that they faced in past district games, there's no other player like Janavia Gage underneath the basket.
And for the Lufkin Lady Pack, it's more of like a two-headed monster, it seems like, with Courtney Morgan and Alicia Scott, who are the captains of this Lady Pack team, both seniors, and see that 1-2 punch is working for them so far. Even though they're down, if you let that 1-2 punch go and go unnoticed, they will cause damage.
Yeah, Courtney Morgan, I remember her from last season. She is very fast when moving the ball, and she hangs on to it, as well as Alicia Scott. She has been something incredible. Last year, she torched the Lady Hornets over there in Lufkin from beyond the arc. Haven't seen her nail a 3 just yet. I think the three-pointer hasn't been quite kind to her just yet, but you got to think, if you're Huntsville, you got to neutralize that and keep it the way it is, because if she starts knocking down threes, it could end up being a long night for Huntsville.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're about to get underway for this second half in about a couple minutes. Carlos, what are your keys to the second half?
Keys to the second half. The Lady Hornets, they got to continue to shoot the ball well, get it underneath to your playmakers, Janavia Gage, and as well as Chelsea Butler when she gets into this ballgame, she can get going in a very big hurry. So you got to be able to get it to your bigs, but also let your sharpshooters keep shooting well from beyond the arc. Marquia Sweat. Excuse me, not Marquia Sweat, Mahia Twine and Chloe Sanders, the freshman. I mean, they've been shooting the ball very well from beyond the arc through non-district. And Twine so far tonight, I know Sanders hasn't quite found that stroke yet from outside yet. So we'll see if she's going to be able to pick that up. On the defensive side of the ball, 6 team fouls in that first half alone. Very, very good. Very good. 16 minutes of play, and you only fouled 6 times and didn't put the Lady Pack in the bonus. So just think about this. If you have the defense going, you're in good shape. You're going to come away with a win.
Shooting and drawing those fouls and playing good defense, those will be key to watch in the second half. That will be it for the Bill Fick Ford halftime report. Tip-off to the second half begins in just a few moments. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
This has been the Lady Hornets halftime show, brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. Get ready, the second half tip-off is coming up next.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions. There's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at billfickfordhuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
Welcome back here, folks. We are just about underway for the second half, as it is going to be Lady Pack ball after the ball goes off of Thania McGowan. No score has gone up yet for the second half. Still 23-19, 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. McGowan tips it away, tries to save it, and is unsuccessful right there. Goes out of bounds off of her Lady Pack ball. Jaslyn Hill will now check in for the Lady Hornets for Mejia Twine. On the court for your Lady Hornets are Sweat, Hill, McGowan, Gage, and Howard. Akira Smallwood passes it back to Scott. Young 1-2 punch with Scott, passes it inside of Smallwood, puts up the layup and is good, 23-21. 7:10 left in the third quarter. Howard directing traffic is tipped right there by Smallwood, stays Lady Hornet ball. On the court for the Lady Pack are Morgan, Smallwood, Muhammad, Scott, and Young. 3 for Howard. Looked like it bounced off the backboard, but rebounded there by McGowan, stolen away by Scott. Scott trying to find some room, but Howard and Hill were there to block her off, but puts up a floater, goes in, all tied up once again, 23-23. 6:40 left in this third quarter. Sweat to the corner to McGowan. McGowan trying to find Gage. Gage saves it, but it is recovered right there by Young. That's Morgan driving up the court. Hill stops her, and that is going to be a foul before the shot there on Hill. Good job there, though, by Hill to stop Morgan from going to the basket, forcing her to pick up her dribble. Got the foul right there, but you can always trade a foul for 2 points. Thania McGowan comes out for her sister, Thania McGowan. Scott gets the inbound, goes off the backboard, recovers her own rebound. Floats it up, off the back iron. Gets her own rebound again, puts it up, no good. Sweat and Gage fighting for the rebound, but Sweat gets it, passes it up to Gage. Driving up court, tries to Euro step, and that is going to be an offensive foul. Gage tried to Euro step, but unfortunately ends up as a charging foul. Muhammad will inbound the ball for the Lady Pack. Full court press for the Lady Hornets, and looks like some issues going on here, but Twine will come in for Sweat. Nope, for McGowan. Coach Lamb barking out instructions to his team. Turnover here by the Lady Pack. Twine with the ball to Howard. Howard passes it to the corner for Hill for 3. Bounces up, rebounded there by Gage, puts it up, and one. Count it! She'll go to the line to get the and one. Gage showing no missteps there, getting the offensive rebound and going up immediately for the shot. Gage taking her time. 25-23 Lady Hornets. Bounces off, rebound there for Morgan. Getting to the 5.5 minute mark, 25-23 Lady Hornets against the Wolfpack. Lufkin trying to find some answers here. Floater from Morgan off the backboard, does not go in. Rebound by Smallwood, and that one goes in. Another tie, 25-25. Twine to Howard. Twine to Hill to Sweat. Finds Gage in the paint, puts it up, bounces around the rim, and that goes out of bounds off of, it looks like, Morgan. Twine will inbound the ball for the Lady Hornets. Trying to find options. Able to find one in Hill to Sweat to Gage. In the paint, puts it up. Gets her own rebound, puts it up again, bounces out. Fight for the ball. It's going to be a traveling violation. Nope, it's going to be. They're going to go with the travel call. One official had it as a travel. The other official has a jump ball. And Coach Lamb for the Lady Pack is not happy with that. Stays Lady Hornet ball regardless, and there's still some discussion, and while that's happening, the Lady Pack make a substitution. Muhammad coming in is Trinity Maxey. Hill inbounds it to Twine. Twine trying to find options. Taking time for the play to develop. Drives inside against Scott, puts up the jumper, and that somehow goes in. You'll take that. 27-25 Lady Hornets. Young with the ball directing traffic. Screen right there by Scott. To Maxey for three. Does not touch anything. Gage with the rebound. 4:10 left, 27-25. Lady Hornets up by 2. Chloe Sanders going to check in just a moment. Sweat with the ball, drives inside against Young and banks it in there. 29-25. And there's going to be a timeout here. See if it's a full timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take it for 30 seconds. When we come back, we'll resume the third quarter. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports. Back here in the Paul Bohan gym. Team still in their timeouts. Still on their benches, rather. Huntsville off to a hot start here in this third quarter. As teams are about to break off from their huddles. It will be Lady Pack ball once the timeout ends. 3:52 left in this third quarter. Chloe Sanders will now check in for the Lady Hornets. Lady Pack will now inbound the ball to resume play in this third quarter. Morgan driving up the court, Hill on guard, Howard there to help. Scott thought about the three, but drives in, goes up for the layup, it gets fouled, and the shot does not go in. She will now go to the line to shoot 2. Scott's first free throw goes in, 29-26. .342 left in this third quarter. Scott to make it a 2-point game. Rattles in and out. Rebound there by Smallwood. Goes up. Fight for the rebound goes to Scott. Scott passes it back up the court to Morgan. Morgan drives inside. A lot of Lady Hornets around there. Good defense there by Gage. Driving up the court, the ball is Hill against Lane. Howard to Twine. Guarded by Smallwood. Smallwood pokes it away. Twine directing traffic. Drives inside for the layup and gets fouled right there. Looked like it was on Lane right there, and Twine rather will go to the line to shoot 2. That's what the Lady Hornets have done such a good job all this game, is drawing a lot of fouls, going to the free throw line to try to get points there. Twine's first free throw bounces off the back iron. With the free throw here, she can make it a 2-possession game with 3:08 left in this third quarter. Twine's second free throw rattles in and is now 30-26. Twine with some good defense against Scott. Sanders with the help. Morgan with the layup. Good defense there by Howard. There's a fight for the ball, and it is going to be, they probably called a, they called it a loose ball foul, it seemed, against the Lady Pack, so it'll be Lady Hornet ball. Twine with the ball. Trying to find Howard there. Gets the ball there. Howard tried to pass inside the Gage, gets poked right there by Smallwood. Smallwood driving up the court, 2-on-1. Sanders and Howard there, puts up the shot, and that rattles out. Fight for the ball, and it is stolen away. Nope, Scott puts it up, and that is going to be a foul, and one there for Scott. It's now 30-28, and Scott has a chance to make it a 1-point game. Substitution for the Lady Hornets. It's going to be it's going to be Markiah Sweat coming in for the Lady Hornets. Like she changed numbers there when she went to the bench. That free throw is no good. Hard fighting rebound there for Gage. Again, that's Sweat. That's number 3. Changed jerseys while she went to the bench. It seemed like it's kind of weird. But anyways, play on. Sanders gets the ball from Twine, fighting against Morgan. And that is going to be a reach and foul there on Morgan against Sanders. Oliviana Wynn will now check in for Janavia Gage for the Lady Hornets. Twine receives the inbound pass, guarded by Scott. Trying to find options. Hill trying to drive inside against Lane. Poked there by Scott, but Twine able to recover. Drives inside, Euro step, goes in. Woo! What a Euro step layup right there by Twine. 32-28, Lady Hornets take it back to a 2-possession game. Scott drives in, floater, foul, and that is going to be a charge. Some great basketball here by the Lady Hornets. Couldn't quite tell who drew that charge. There was a lot of bodies around there in the paint. But nonetheless, it is Lady Hornets ball once again. It's 32-28. They need to change that scoreboard, but Twine drives inside, loses the ball against Scott, and it is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Lady Pack. Morgan will inbound it for Lufkin. Taking up the court is Young. Young driving inside against Hill. That is going to be a blocking foul against Hill. That'll be the 15th foul on the Lady Hornets. Both teams now at 5 fouls apiece. Morgan puts the inbound pass to Young, hands it off to Scott. Scott driving in, another floater, and it is good, and it's now 32-30. 50 seconds left here in this third quarter. Sanders has the ball at the wing, hands it back to Hill. Poked away there by Lane, trying to get the ball but loses it. It'll still be Lady Hornet ball. 34.8 seconds left. And it's a big substitution change here for the Wolfpack. Nia Murphy, Aaliyah Maxey, Trinity Maxey, and looks like Muhammad as well checks in for the Lady Pack. Twine gets it off the Gage against Lane. 26 seconds left in this third quarter. Lady Hornets trying to get a shot up. Twine has the ball, gets out of the corner. Sanders at the top of the key, calling for the ball. Twine for three, though. Doesn't go. Too strong. Wynn trying to get the rebound, and it will go off of when it will be Lady Pack ball with 11.49 seconds left in this third quarter. Mallory Pinner checks in for the Lady Pack for Maya Lane, and Chelsea Butler comes in for the Lady Hornets. Muhammad trying to drive up the court. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Trying to drive in. Looks like it bounced off their shoe, and it will be Lady Hornet ball. They have a chance to get a last shot with 4.6 seconds left. Gage gets the ball, trying to drive the court. 2 seconds. Puts up the shot, and it just does not go in. Wow. Would have counted if it would have gone in. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter will be on your way here in just a few moments. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
Welcome back to Paul Bohan Gym. Close the game here, 32-30. The Lady Hornets are up against the Lufkin Lady Pack. Teams are still at their respective benches. And this game, on district opener and senior night, what can you expect? It's going to be a close game. A little history of these teams. It's been always a good game each time these teams met up. Last season, they both split the season series 1-1. Lady Hornets taking their win here at Huntsville and then going on the road to Lufkin and losing that game last season. On the floor for the Lady Pack will be Aaliyah Maxey, Akira Muhammad, looks like as well Nia Murphy, Trinity Maxey, and Mallory Pinner. Looks like the officials are going over the scoreboard. The scoreboard says 32-32, but it should be 32-30 because that and one, because they counted that bucket that Scott had, but it was a charge. They counted that bucket, and it looks like they are going to fix it now with the officials now convening together. On the floor for your Lady Hornets will be Markia Sweats, Janavia Gage, Mahea Twine, Aquarius Howard, and it looks like, Thania McGowan. Bench trying to get this crowd into it. It looks like they sorted out the scoreboard issue. And that's what you want to see there, as looks like Sweat and Gage talking over things. And that's a good thing to see right there early on in district. This teammates communicating each other what their assignments are, what they need to do, what they see as well. And it just shows how close this team is. You know, Coach LaToya Bennett has done a good job here ever since she's taken over for the Lady Hornets, taking in the playoffs last year. Looking to not only make the playoffs, but go deep. But that's still a long ways away. Still trying to sort out some issues here. Sorry for the delay, folks. Again, if you're just tuning in, it is the Huntsville Lady Hornets varsity basketball going up against the Lufkin Lady Pack. The Hornets up 32-30 as we're waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. And it looks like we are going to go ahead and get started as they fix the scoreboard issue. Lady Hornets will start off this fourth quarter. Bench is getting into it, trying to chant on the crowd. The crowd's getting into it. You can feel it here in the Paul Bohan Gym in Huntsville, Texas. Howard will inbound it for the Lady Hornets to Twine. And we are underway here for the start of the fourth quarter. Twine guarded by Muhammad. Twine driving inside. Inside to McGowan. McGowan puts up the layup, doesn't go. Sweat with the rebound, puts it in. Good way to start off for the Lady Hornets. Penner throws it up to Maxey. Maxey loses the ball, though, and that is a turnover there by the Lady Hornet ball. Alicia Scott checks in for the Lufkin Lady Pack. Coming out is Trinity Maxey. Twine trying to find some options. Gage coming up at the free throw line. Twine drives in, passes out to Howard. Howard against Scott, doesn't find anything. Passes it back to Twine. Twine drives in, loses the ball, and is stolen away right there by Nia Murphy. Muhammad driving it up the court for the Wolfpack. Doesn't go on the layup. Gage with the rebound. Twine trying to bring it up court on this fast break. Backs off. Screen there by Gage. Twine has some room in there. Drives it for the layup. It is good. Good screen. Good pick and roll right there between Gage and Twine. 36-30. The largest lead for the Lady Hornets tonight. Twine tries to get the steal, but it is going to be a reach and foul instead on her. Still going to be Lady Pack ball. Chelsea Butler will now check in for Janavia Gage. Lady Pack will make substitutions of their own as well. Smallwood and Young coming in. Looks like for Murphy And could not tell who the other player was. Smallwood has the ball. Butler tips it, and he gets the steal, stays in bounds, trying to stay in bounds, trying to find a Lady Hornet, does, and Sweat on the other side. Good job there by Butler to not only get the steal, but stay in bounds and find a Lady Hornet. Sweat directing traffic. Butler sets the screen. Twine drives in, puts up the layup, no good. Rebound there by Sweat, and it goes in. Time out, Lady Pack. Let's see if it's gonna be a full timeout, so we're gonna send it for 30 seconds. The Lady Hornets up 38-30 with 5:43 left in the fourth quarter. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
Welcome back. Lady Hornets up by 8. Almost midway through this fourth quarter as the teams are still at their benches. Looks like there's still some bit of scoreboard issues, probably some stat issues, but nonetheless, we're about to get started. As we wait for them, we want to thank some of our wonderful sponsors. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. Morgan will take it out for the Lady Pack, hands it off to Scott. Full court press for the Lady Hornets. It's broken up right there by Morgan. Scott with the ball on the right wing. Driving inside, tries to put out a shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, Twine gets it. Passes it off to Howard. Driving up the court against Smallwood. Smallwood backs off. Twine able to get the ball and able to get over just in time before the violation. Howard with the ball, getting triple teamed. Back to Twine, drives his side, hands off to Sweat, doesn't go in. Sweat gets her own rebound and is fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Sweat has come alive to start this fourth quarter. Doing a good job getting the rebound and putting up the second chance points. First free throw bounces off the back iron, no good. Lady Pack will make a substitution here. It's Aaliyah Maxey coming in for Michaela Young. Sweat's second free throw rolls in and out. Still an 8-point game, though, for the Lady Hornets as the Lady Pack drive up the court. Maxey has the ball inside, passes it up to Smallwood. Smallwood puts it up, no good, off the side of the backboard. Finds Morgan outside. This will be a 2. That one doesn't go in. Maxey, though, gets the offensive board in the second chance points, 38-32. We are about approaching the halfway mark in this fourth quarter. 4:23 left. Twine drives inside, layup, got it! 8-point game once again, 40-32. Howard almost got the steal right there, but Morgan able to fight off. Morgan drives inside against Twine. Sweat there to help her out. Smallwood to Scott, thought about the 3, passes it off to Muhammad. Muhammad, baseline jumper, got it. 40-34. Under the halfway point now, 3 2:50 left in the game. Howard gets double teamed right there by Scott and Morgan. Butler inside to Thania McGowan, who just checked in. Back to Butler, puts up the layup, goes in! When the Lady Pack get points, the Lady Hornets get points right back. Stolen, and that is going to be an off-ball, loose ball foul there on Morgan. That'll go to the Lady Hornets. Howard a little shaken up there, but seems to be all right. Nice hustle right there to force the foul and give the Lady Hornets the ball back. Janavia Gage will check back in, and it'll be a timeout. It'll be 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here. While they are in this 30-second time, I want to thank more of our wonderful sponsors. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. 42-34. If you're just joining us, the Huntsville Lady Hornets varsity basketball going up against the Lufkin Lady Pack. In the fourth quarter, about 3:25 left in this game, 42-34. Some more back and forth scoring-wise. It seemed like when the Lady Pack get a point, though, the Lady Hornets able to find a way to respond, and that is exactly what they need to do. Gage, Butler, Howard, Twine, and Hill on the court for the Lady Hornets. That foul actually put the Lady Hornets in the bonus, so Howard will go to the line for the 1-and-1. First shot goes in, nothing but net. Howard's second shot goes in, and it is now a 10-point game for the Lady Hornets. Scott being double-teamed nicely by Twine and Howard, but gets it out to Morgan. And it's a double dribble call right there, and it'll be Lady Hornets basketball once again. Another turnover for the Lady Pack. Howard would give it off to Hill. 3:13 left in this game. Possession arrow does favor the Lady Hornets, so if need be, a jump ball will go their way. Hill guarded by Morgan, trying to find options, get it off to Twine, and that is going to be a reach-in foul there by Muhammad. And it'll be free throws, still the 1-and-1 for Twine. That's 18 fouls on the Lady Pack. First free throw goes in. Second shot. Bounces off the front of the iron. Gage trying to get the rebound. Goes off of her, and that'll be Lady Pack ball. Coach Bennett has her two tallest players, Butler coming in at 6'2", Gage coming in at 6'3" for that defense, and that's what they're going to need if they want to secure their first win of district. Scott dribbles around Howard, passes it off to Smallwood. Smallwood puts up the shot, gets fouled there by Butler, and she will go to the line to shoot two. And that foul also puts the Lady Pack in the bonus. So both teams now in the bonus. So far, the 1-and-1 for both of them. Smallwood's first shot does not go in. Second shot bounces off the back of the iron. Twine with the rebound, driving up court. She has Hill in the corner, drives it in, puts out the layup. Rebounded by Butler, puts it up and puts it in. Butler with an offensive rebound and putting it up for another second chance points for the Lady Hornets. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Scott, good defense right there. Hill, she's all alone. Morgan there, puts on the layup, it doesn't matter. 49-34, 15-point lead for the Lady Hornets as they're running away with this one, approaching the 2-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Scott drives in, trying to find someone, and it goes off of Twine. Still Lady Pack ball as that ball goes out of bounds. Trinity Maxey will now check in for Muhammad. Chloe Sanders is now going to go ahead and check in alongside Liviana Wynn for Howard and Butler. Morgan will inbound the ball for the Lady Pack, trying to find someone. Congesting defense by Sanders, and is going to be a reach and foul, though. Looks like it's going to be on Hill. And it looks like it will be Smallwood that will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Checking in for the Lady Pack will be Nia Murphy. Coming in for Aaliyah Maxey. Last trip, she went 1 for 2. First shot rolls in and out. No good. Gage with the rebound. Twine with the ball. 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Lady Hornets on the verge of securing the district opener. And there's going to be a timeout there by Coach Bennett. It will be a 30 seconds, so we'll be keeping it right here. And this whole game just been nothing but close, and all of a sudden it seemed like the Lady Hornets just found their groove and started pulling away, as it is now a 15-point lead. It was always a one-possession lead for either team, and then we get tied up, another lead taken, tied up, another lead taken, but it looks like the Lady Hornets were the ones to finally break that bond and then run away with it. It seems like they're going to do here tonight. Lady Pack get back on the court. The Lady Hornets will inbound it. .154 left in this fourth quarter. Lady Hornets just want to kill clock here, don't want to do anything too crazy. Lady Pack trying to double team there, didn't work there though. Maxey Hill puts up the shot, and one! Oh, baby, can you believe it? That looked impossible from my angle, but Hill's like, nope, I made it in there, and she'll go to the line to convert the and one. Converts the and one right there. An 18-point lead for the Lady Hornets with 1:35 left. Scott lost the ball there momentarily. The Lady Hornets playing good congesting defense. Morgan with the three-pointer does not go in, a little too soft. Win with the rebound. Twine has the ball. And all the Lady Hornets can do is just kill clock. Twine trying to keep the ball. Hill trying to set up a screen right there. Nice screen right there by Hill. Twine one-on-one with Scott. Finds Gage in there and puts it in there. Nice look right there by Twine to Gage to make it a 20-point game. Morgan drives inside for the Lady Pack. Picks up her drill, trying to find someone, and that is going to be a reach and foul right there by Wynn, and Morgan will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Substitutions for the Lady Pack. Mallory Pinner will come in for Scott. Morgan's first of the 1-on-1 is good. She'll take another. Lady Pack waiting to make more substitutions after this free throw. Morgan's second free throw goes in to make it an 18-point game. Coming out is Smallwood, and it looked like it was, Morgan also coming out. Lane and Taylor Miles making her first appearance of the night, the junior center. Wynn drives inside, jump shot, does not go in. And it is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow, however, favors the Lady Pack, actually. A little bit of confusion there, but it is what it is, though. 24 seconds left. Fight over the ball right there. Pinner gets the ball, puts up the layup, does not go in. Whoa! Gage comes out of nowhere and sends that. Even with this lead, the Lady Hornets just not letting up another point, not wanting to freely anyways, and that is going to be a inbound violation, Lady Hornets ball, and they could just run out the clock with 14.3 left. Twine gets the ball. Lady Hornet bench going crazy. 6 seconds left. 3 seconds left. Twine drives in, and that will do it. The Lady Hornets take this, not only district opener here, but also on senior night as they take down the Lufkin Lady Pack 54-36. Post-game coming up next here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. The Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, welcomes you to the Huntsville Lady Hornets postgame wrap-up with stats and analysis of tonight's ball game. Let's return courtside with Colin Neal and head coach LaToya Bennett.
Welcome back here for the post-game show. Lady Hornets taking the game here 54-36 to open the district, and what a good win. And joining me courtside here is Mahia Twine. Twine, just your thoughts on the game.
I was getting a little mad because my shots wasn't falling. So like Bennett said, you got to play defense for your offense to work. So that's exactly what I did in the second half to make my shots fall.
Yeah, I mean, even when your shots seemed like they didn't fall, you still kept going out there and making those hustle plays. Y'all all did, and just your thoughts on the hustle out there tonight.
I mean, that's what we do. That's all we do is hustle. You can't stop hustling if you want to win a game. We plan on going to state, so we got to keep hustling and keep working hard.
And I mean those first 3 quarters were very close, but it seemed like y'all pulled away in the fourth quarter. What seemed to have worked for y'all in that fourth quarter?
We just went back after halftime. We remember playing a hard schedule, and we remember how hard we've been working to try to get to state and beat our district more than 20-plus points. And we knew we can beat Lufkin, but we just got to remember to do it on the jump instead of wait till like last quarter and stuff like that.
And I know you are a junior, but what does it mean to like get a win not only as the district opener, but for senior night in front of the home fans and for Gage, the McGowan twins, and for Brianna?
I mean, I was hitting my John Wayne greedy, all that.
Yes, you made Carlos a little secondhand embarrassment. I mean, I saw y'all dancing around the bench. Y'all are having a good time as the fourth quarter come on. I mean, I don't blame y'all because y'all pulled away there, and just talk about the chemistry with the team.
The energy on the bench keep us going all the time. So we got to remember to keep the energy on the bench to keep the players in the game to keep pushing.
All right. Well, before I let you go, so you can go celebrate with your team, is anybody you want to shout out?
My grandparents and my mama that came.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, good job out there, Twine, and look forward to Tuesday.
Thank you.
Go celebrate. All right, Coach. Nice to see you. And, well, great win. Give us your thoughts.
I thought early on the girls really they did a good job of keeping me locked in for sure. We traded quite a few baskets with Lufkin, just going back and forth, not really securing a lead like I wanted. But they did a good job down the stretch of taking care of the basketball and putting the ball in the hole so that we can get the win.
Yeah, and those first 3 quarters were pretty close. It seemed like it was either a 1 or 2 possession game. Either way, then it'll be tied up. But what seemed to work in that fourth quarter that you saw?
Well, we talked a lot about defense and just making sure our alignment was correct going into the fourth quarter. I can tell you playing the schedule that we played in the preseason, going into the fourth, the girls have struggled a little bit. There have been instances where we've been up 8, down 8, tied. But I thought that the girls knew what was on the line. The impact of winning 4 district championships is always a monkey that's on your back, so you don't want to be the one to drop it. And they did a great job here at home.
And another key thing that I saw that really helped, with the turnovers, and y'all kept up with that four-court press, and it worked out almost all the time. And for it to work, everyone had to do their part with the hustle plays. I mean, just comment on the hustle real quick.
Well, we get in here every day, and that's the staple of our team. A lot of our points come from being sound on the defensive end. And the girls are doing a great job. Even the new girls that are coming in, they're learning how to lock in and take care of the basketball, but also getting those traps and being in the right spot so we can get the steals.
All right. Well, Coach, another thing, it's not only the district opener, it's also senior night. Just tell us, what does it mean to get the win right there? I mean, before the game celebrating Janavia Gage, the Anthania McGowan, the twins, and Brianna McNeil, and getting the win tonight. What does that mean?
Well, over the last 5 years, I've had all types of teams, but I'll tell you, this one is the most calm. They really are. They're a great group of kids academically, So we have to keep high energy. Just in the tournament alone, we worked on building them up, and I think that senior class, they needed that little bit that we're adding to the program to pick them up. Like I said, they're a great group of girls. They're not confrontational. The team loves them. They're more than what you could ask for. They're great leaders, but they could be a bit more vocal. But I love them.
You told me before the game. The McGowan twins don't really talk that much, but they show it. But it's all right though. They come out here. They play good defense, like you said.
They're aggressive on defense.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
What a great group of kids.
Well, Coach, that's all I have for you. Thank you for coming to talk to us. Good job on the win. Go celebrate with your team. See you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
No problem. That was Coach LaToya Bennett. We're going to go ahead and step aside, take a break for a few moments. We'll be back for more post-game for the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports. Back here at the Paul Bowen Gym, the Huntsville Lady Hornets take the win here in the district opener against the Lufkin Lady Pack, 54-36. A lot more to unpack here, and to help me once again to unpack things is Carlos Zimmerman. Carlos, I mean, like I said, those first 3 quarters were very close. It seemed like one team had a 1 or 2 possession lead, and then the other team would come back and tie it, and they would get 1 possession lead, and then it'd be just constant back and forth. But the Lady Hornets pulled away in that 4th quarter, just looked amazing in that 4th quarter. What did you see out there?
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought that, the Lady Hornets did a very good job of just, being cognizant with the ball and then being cognizant and smart, and then they just started getting those shots to go. And what really helped the Lady Hornets down the stretch is that Lufkin just could not rebound the ball on the defensive side. A lot of second chance points in that 4th quarter for the Lady Hornets, whether it came from Arkeia Sweat or Chelsea Butler. So they did a very good job to the Lady Hornets with offensive rebounding. That was the key in the 4th quarter, and that's what enabled them to be able to come away with such a huge win. I mean, it was a very tightly contested game last year in the home ball game between Lufkin and Huntsville, and this year, I mean, this is one of the first ones where I've seen that Huntsville has been able to get out to a really sizable lead and then keep it there. Yeah,
I mean, I could name a lot of players on the Lady Hornets. I mean, you got Sweat, Howard. The McGowan twins did their part. Gage, Butler, Twine, and Hill especially. And let's not let her go unnoticed. She had big 3-pointers in that first half, and she didn't hit another 3-pointer in that second half, but she kept it up with the hustle. Just a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, they have. This is something similar. Again, I hate to tie it to a men's team like this, but it really makes the most sense.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of depth with Bearcat men's basketball, but there's also a lot of depth on this team as well. You got a lot of young ladies that can come off the bench and do some sharpshooting. Jaslyn Hill hit a couple of threes tonight. Chloe Sanders hit a 3 earlier on tonight. Mahia Twine, she knows how to hit threes. Aquarius Howard can too. I know she didn't really get a chance to shine on that front tonight, but she can shoot the 3 ball very well as well. So you got to wonder if I'm getting a smile from one of my colleagues over here in Colton Foster from the Huntsville Item. But anyway, this is a very good team this year. Like head coach LaToya Bennett said, even though if they are a bit soft-spoken, this is going to be hopefully a sign of really good things to come. Possibly another undefeated run in district play. Obviously, you still got 9 games to figure that out. They went undefeated in 2021, went 9-1 last season. This team's very good in district play. 19, now 20-1 over the last 21 district games.
And within all this, it's not to put down the Lady Pack. I mean, they have some really good players. Courtney Morgan, Alicia Scott, the Maxey twins. You have Nia Murphy, Maya Lane, and Michaela Young. I mean, they have a really good team, but it seems like that the Lady Hornets just were the ones that were able to break that tight game and just run away with it.
Absolutely, and that's going to definitely translate well. Now they're going to have to go up against a team, Colin, I'll let you talk about it a little bit. They face the Kingwood Park Panthers on Tuesday. This is the first time that they have faced them in quite a while, if I'm not mistaken. First time in a very long time in at least district play, if not the first time ever. What do you? I'll flip this on you. I mean, what do you think is going to happen in that ball game if they can keep this up?
Well, it's. If this is what's to be expected, for the Lady Hornets. I mean, obviously it's not going to be perfect. I mean, that 4th quarter, as we talked about, was very good. And, I mean, it's if you haven't seen this opponent in a while, though, and a lot of things, of course, change over a long period of time. And, of course, and the reason why they are now facing Kingwood Park is because of the division realignments. And so it's going to be a bit of an adjustment for Coach Bennett and her team. But if they can play like this against the Lufkin Lady Pack, I have no doubt when they go up against Kingwood Park. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, though, Carlos. And but, hey, I'm going to throw this question on to you. Anyone want to give a shout-out to?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Give a big shout-out to the entire crew here tonight. Christian Cortez, he was running our camera for us as well. Luke Scott was hanging out with us as well, folks. Luke is going to be jumping on in these broadcasts as well on the boys' side of things. The boys get ready for Nacogdoches next Friday night. Yep. He'll have the call of that game, of course. And, of course, thank you, Colin, stepping into this role, folks. I know it's a little bit different this time around, not me having me on the horn for the having been on the horn the last 2 years, but with my schedule with the Sam Houston Bearcat men's team, it just didn't allow me to be able to do this year. So, Colin, I thank you for stepping up into this role. You did a very good job tonight. I know this is your your KSAM debut here tonight on the air. But you did a fantastic job, and I'm looking forward to being able to watch these games on the road and being able to cheer as a fan, much less as a broadcaster. But, hey, even when I was a broadcaster, just like you tonight in those big moments, I got up and started cheering like a fan as well. So, Colin, I appreciate you very much.
Yeah, no, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And, I already loved this. I already loved this team the first time I got the chance to see them, and I got to meet Coach Bennett. And, this will be a great team to watch, and I can't wait to keep calling games for this season and hopefully beyond. Folks, that will do it for the post-game show. Again, your final Huntsville Lady Hornets 54, the Lufkin Lady Pack 36. We'll see you Tuesday when they go on the road against Kingwood Park. As always, I'm Colin Neal. That was Carlos Zimmerman on the dials for me. Christian Cortez on the camera. We'll see you next time. For the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports. God bless. Good night from Huntsville, Texas.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
This has been a presentation of Huntsville Lady Hornet Basketball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. No portion of this broadcast may be used without the expressed written consent of Huntsville High School Athletics, our broadcast partners, or 101.7 KSAM. On behalf of Colin Neal and the entire KSAM Sports crew, I'm Carlos Zimmerman saying thank you for watching and good night. We are the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Sting 'em, Hornets!